That's fine.
As
Like
as you talk to her, because I'm sure somebody's going to be like, you're naked, right?
I mean, no, I'm not. Hold on, what the fuck's my? Okay, so I'm pretty fucking stupid, but I'm pretty wise. My charisma ain't fucking nothing, so like my chances with this chick are like 0. I'm just gonna appreciate what I can get.
She just, if nobody brings it up, she won't actually say anything. So.
Oh, nice.
I mentioned she should probably be putting some clothes on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I hate clothes. They just feel so constraining and restrictive. But
I
fine. And she goes and she's like, can you tend to the rest of the bacon?
Sure.
Hey, Ember, you should follow her example.
You would like that, I'm sure.
A little bit. Us clerics don't get much action. I'm just saying.
Aren't you like 90?
No, me, Candace? No, Candace is like maybe 30. I actually put it his age. I'm pretty bad. He's like 36. I'll say 36. That's a good age.
That is a great age. It's really close to being a great age. But so anyway, she comes back with clothes on. She goes, "Yeah, I have to have these on when business is open. The guards frowned upon it. There's too many fights."
Do you get too much business with that? Maybe that's the problem.
No, we're not that kind of business.
Okay. Do you ever thought about that? Just a little side business, like in the back. Just get like a brothel.
She's not quite following what you're saying. Could you explain?
So all I'm saying is like you're
for the level 17 sorceress.
So I'm just saying, like you could definitely rake in some money by expanding the narrative or the scope of your business. If you understand that by having a side business, you could actually rake in some additional cash, and that could perhaps increase profits.
Right. I've wanted to do this forever. And she runs back and she comes out with a huge ball of yarn and throws it down in front of you. I make crochet cats. Look, they're so. And she's just going on about her 5-tier business plan. And wants to know which level of the umbrella you want to get into to sell her crochet cats.
I find this slightly offensive that she is using the likeness of my race to fund her business.
But you can't help but play with the giant ball of yarn while she's doing it?
Yeah, while I'm arguing my point. You know how degrading this is?
That's too funny.
Oh, shit.
But on a real note, when she left the bacon to get clothes, I definitely tried to grab a piece real fast. Whatever state it's at. I'm all about that right now.
She's making 5 pounds of bacon.
5
pounds.
I guess like if they're doing the morning rush.
There's at least one for each
No,
of
they
us,
don't
then.
serve breakfast. This is just for you guys.
That's all it is. It's just bacon, though.
It's just bacon.
Milady, and I'll tip my fedora.
And she's like, well, I used to make other things, but everybody just really liked the bacon, so I just make bacon.
What other things?
In between
There's something else other than bacon?
She used to make like an egg souffle. That was the thing she'd normally serve on the side.
Ooh.
Well, I'm interested if you could show me how you make that. I'm interested in that. Like to make that.
When you have the time.
All right.
And the coin?
Either way, she has some errands she has to run. So you guys need to eat up because she's gonna have to kick you out because she's got to lock up and go run and get some supplies for tonight.
That's fair.
So you guys can noms your bacon.
Yeah. Definitely grabbing some pocket bacon too.
Oh yeah, she'll wrap the rest in linen for you, and she'll be like, "Here's the last pound of bacon for you guys to take with you."
Yep.
Okay, and then she's like, "Okay, out, shoo, I gotta lock up." All right, so the 5 of you get kicked out in the middle of the street, same spot. You're right on the edge of the water ring, in the city of Casper. Now what do you do?
Oh fuck! We didn't get like next steps, did we?
Yeah, we did. We did. No, we did. We did. We're supposed to go see what the monastery of those guys were doing.
Yeah.
That's not
the monks.
What they resurrected.
There's a couple options.
Okay, hold up. DM's talking.
The other one.
It's final loss. It's the final loss materia. See what the monks are fucking with. Is there a third option?
Where'd the materia come from?
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, let's find it first.
Yeah. These missing 2 seem to be more important.
Well, one
missing one.
Yeah, one's missing, and one they know where it went and that it was used. And the third plot hook is they washed up on the northwest shore. So there's 3. You could investigate the northwest shore and backtrack to where it was stolen from. You could go to the monks and investigate there. You could also investigate around the city, or you could just say "F all you guys" and go left, which I'm also prepared for, Dolphy, because I know you're going.
Yo, let's go right. He ain't gonna expect that.
Hey, I got a better one. Hey guys, let's go up.
Ooh, bird's right.
You
That's some deep shit.
You can make it quite a ways until you hit flux. Did you want to die a second time?
We're out of stones. Don't try it.
So
We
Found
don't
that
have
one yet.
I will say from an RP standpoint, Canis is more interested in following up the monastery of the monks and how they use the material for resurrection, because that actually interrupts the natural balance of the world, and that doesn't sit right with me.
Sure.
Or
And-
does it interrupt the balance?
I'm thoroughly prepared for all 3 of those plot hooks, plus literally have something if you went east, south, or west.
Oh, are you like tempting us? Do you like want us to find
so
those directions?
here's-
No, I'm telling you, when you guys made the comment, I said, "Oh crap, I didn't plan for my party." Then I remembered all of my parties that I used to play with, and said, "I need to not plan. I need to prepare for random crap."
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
That's absolutely. So one other thing I wanted to point out, something that wasn't in that list. Something. That
Did you wake up like this?
No. Well, that happened, but I'm better.
Yes,
See,
but
well, it's like immediately after I walk out of any room, my hair's all done and everything's. It just happens.
Beautiful.
I don't know
Just
how
gone.
it happens, but just happens.
It just
Uh,
happens.
maybe it's
But
Maybelline.
but
Maybe it's
one thing-
Maybelline.
So you sport the Tada hairstyle.
Right. So, one thing we might want to consider is the fact that trying to follow up or find out who those bandits were that attacked us. Now, I don't know.
Plot hook that Brad didn't mention. Say what?
So what?
That might also lead to who stole the other stone, since they said it was
Right.
probably some sort of inside.
Right, because somebody
So they would
knows
have known
about
about
these
this one.
outside of this guy and this holy group,
Mhm.
and it might be nice to know who they are before we get entangled with them again. Because obviously they had this drop on us.
Yeah, we're gonna run into these guys again.
Yes, they are clearly organized and looking for this stuff.
Ember makes a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to get caught off unaware again.
The question is, does anyone know where we'd even start looking for such a group?
Well, we know of a design that maybe if we start asking around about that insignia or that you saw tattooed on them, perhaps we can find out where they're from.
Oh,
Maybe
great.
somebody knows
Start
about
flashing something that they clearly don't want anyone to see around town. That's
Well,
a great way to
Well, on the plus
ambush.
side, that might get their attention.
Well, I wasn't
We
saying
don't
any
want
of us that would normally just go flashing around to normal people. I was thinking we know somebody that's a little bit more quiet and stealthy.
So now that
Be a
it's been long
stalker.
enough that you can't retro and do anything about it, that's why I specifically tried to remind everybody that they were all alive except for the one. And I did I'm not dead yet. I'm not quite unconscious because I'm like, nobody's going to question the bandits.
Right.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I did not think about
I didn't
that.
think about it. I was thinking about just getting the F out of there before the guards.
Which
got
is
here.
which is what your character probably would have been done, like
right.
crime scene, death,
Right.
materia, bye.
My character's not a Sherlock. She's not. I'm a player up. Not.
I was just really surprised that nobody like, who do you work for?
No, that's fair. I don't know. I gotta play my character a little better. That was my
No,
mistake.
that's all good. You're not gonna think of everything all the time.
No.
But
don't
so now
know.
you guys, yeah, that's what you do. The 5 of you. Now remember, you are traveling with an Arakoa, a Tabaxi, a Hobgoblin, a human, and a human, right?
Yeah.
Technically, you
No, human and
Fire
No.
Genocide.
Fire Genasi. You are not human. You look human enough to get by, but if somebody really knows, you're not human.
Right.
So you're going to stand out, 1, as you travel as a group. 2, you are kind of in the nicer part of town. If I remember correctly, a couple of you are not from nicer backgrounds. You're not necessarily dressed the part. You definitely look more like a Ember. You look like a noble. Clergymen, you obviously are wearing some nice armor, and you look like a warrior or a knight of the clergy. However, Bird Monk, you don't necessarily look like you're loaded, although you might have random shiny things here and there.
Mhm.
And the cat has already said that he comes from very meager means. And the Hobgoblin is a big rough, and you specifically said that you had a very mundane look as to not draw attention. Yeah. So you guys kind of are going to stand out a little bit depending on where you are in town and what you're doing. So remember that as you ask questions and as you decide to go. You literally have full sandbox at this point. I am at the point where no more railroading, no more whatever. It is a huge world that we're going to craft together, and I plan on killing you all. So let's...
Well, you've already done
You
Kill
do
the
have
Theans first.
you have
Kill
a
the
place to yeah, right. You have a place to return to. You have a place like a return to, and 2 NPCs that'll be there that'll support you. You have a third like, good morning, angels. Good morning, Charlie. Leader that'll help you out, Mr. Air Partner. He did state to only go there in case of extreme emergencies, but there will be working behind the scenes to help you. That being said, you're not the only group that I'm running. That's all I'm going to say.
The other group took
So
the other storm
Arwen,
guys.
what? How do we?
Arwen's gone.
Oh, is she gone?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
bailed.
we
She
got
had to
kicked
go to
out when she
market.
left.
Yeah, it's just us
You're
5.
literally standing
Standing in front
outside
of
of the
the
Red
tavern.
Feather. Yeah, you're
Okay.
standing outside the Red Feather.
Well, man,
Let's go to the monastery.
Yeah,
We all
I have
wanna
a
go
feeling
together?
we don't have the what do you call it, je ne sais quoi of the rogue territory to go try to
no,
shake
and
these guys down. So
yeah, and I don't. Without any direction, just wandering the city doesn't necessarily
Right.
work for me.
No,
Wow.
you guys each in your backstories have contacts. You have contacts from your backstories. You have contacts from our first game session. You have an established life of some sort in the city of Casper already. Every one of you do. On top of the fact that you've all worked with, I've specifically made sure you've interacted with civilians of the world. Every single one of you in some capacity or other. On top of the fact of you can literally go out and start asking questions. You can be sly about it or you can be blunt about it. I wanted to design this campaign to be 100% sandbox. As much as I gave the impression of sandbox as a DM in the past, it was sandbox with rails. It was, you can run around over here in this chapter of my campaign, but ultimately you're going to end up here. This one is opposite. You guys literally can go to the monastery. You can go wherever. You can handle this however you want.
Let's go surfing.
You can go surfing. We'll tell
that
you
doesn't turn out
is-
well.
Oh man, DM's
Like-
just like fucking go for
No.
it.
For the true sandbox game, there are no invisible walls and there's no magic key door. There's no, it's not Metroidvania. I can't get past here because I don't have this item. That way all the big monsters that I can't fight, I'll be ready for it. My sandbox, if you walk into the Ancient Dragon's lair, you walk into the Ancient Dragon's lair. If you piss off an entire cartel, you piss off an entire cartel. But at the same time, you might not deal with that cartel until your 16th level and you're going to walk in and be like, bitch. So it's completely up to you, but I really want to run that game as open world as possible. I will put obvious plot hooks out there, but you can handle them however you want. And I'm doing the same with the other group. And yes, if you run into each other, because I'm doing this 1-on-1, if you run into each other, I will get to a point where I will stall long enough to stop the game until we have to run some type of interaction.
Okay.
Cool.
So, as far as my
Back into the
context, what's up?
I said then back into the game.
Back into the game. So yeah, because we did a horrible job actually trying to kind of question the guards. I'm totally down with going with my contacts and going to the north gate, speaking with the guard and some of the trader out to see if they've, I don't know, maybe seen something suspicious. everything related important. Just trying to use my
Heard
context.
of anything happening?
Well, if these guys are organized in robbing caravans, that probably means they've done this before. Someone's seen something.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold more thoughts. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.